What's up, my Ninja Warriors? This is the Ninja Warrior 21 here. Bring guys a Pokemon Aura 8SOU live. So basically, it's me versus Wabu, aka WOBBUFFAP. So make sure you go ahead and check out his YouTube, and the link should be in the description below. At least I'll try to add it in the description below. And if I don't, just go ahead and go on YouTube and search for WOBBUFFAP, and you will most likely find his YouTube. So I was using the OU team that I've used in my most recent live. He was using, it looked like a Sun team to me with a Defog Mew, a Trapping Gothito, and a bulky Florges thing, and a Klefki, which can potentially set up spikes and Thunder Wave things and be annoying. And I was assuming that his Charizard was Mega Charizard Y because he had a Venusaur, because it would make sense because Mega Charizard Y gives Venusaur that guaranteed chlorophyll boost, and I was kind of afraid of it being Life Orb of Growth, and I wasn't really sure what the Gothita would do, although it was a pretty interesting battle. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop into it, and we'll see who will be able to actually end up winning this battle. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and hop right into it. Now the reason this isn't a live narration is because I think something happened to the recording at the end of it. I had to do like a post narration battle. So he's gonna lead off with the Mew, which is exactly what I thought he would lead off with. I'm gonna lead off with my Tornadus Therian, predicting that because I wanted to get off and knock off. Now I do have 40 E's in attack, so that way I can knock off Mew and destroy it. And I was expecting him to predict me to lead off with Garchomp, and I know this is his Defogger, as I'm actually able to get rid of his leftovers, which is really good. As he's going to knock off my life, which is fine, as I'm just going to U-turn on out. Just in case he wanted to switch out. I also figured that a Hurricane might not knock him out. I also figured I might miss Hurricane. So I'm actually going to U-turn out with my Raikou, because I figured he would probably go for like a Taunt Gear or a Will-O-Wisp. I wasn't really too worried. I mean, as long as, although getting rid of Mew would be huge, because then if I get up Starbox with my Garchomp after that, that would be huge. So he's going for the Will-O-Wisp, which is fine, as my Raikou can take that Will-O-Wisp perfectly fine, as my Raikou is not burned. So I'm going for the Volt Switch, predicting to either switch out or hoping it would kill. Because the reason I wanted to free switch into Garchomp, and fortunately Volt Switch is just barely going to take out that Mew. That Mew probably was so close to not dying there. As I'm going to Volt Switch out of my Garchomp, and now I get free rocks. And when I get free rocks, Zard Y is no longer a problem, as my opponent's actually going to go directly into this Charizard. And now that I know that with my investment, I can actually live anyone hit from this Mega Charizard Y, even a Dragon Pulse. I can probably even live a crit Dragon Pulse. At least I think I can live crit Dragon Pulse. I'm not totally sure about that. As I am going to go for Stealth Fox here, as he does reveal the Dragon Pulse, which is going to do a lot of damage. Although I can't take that, as I'm going for the Stealth Rocks, which means that this Charizard is going to be pressured to not want to switch out, which is actually really good, because Mega Charizard Y is a bit of a threat. So I'm going to save my Garchomp for later, just as potential Death Fodder later, or for the Klefki, as I'm now going to switch back into my Raikou. I'm expecting another Dragon Pulse here, but if it goes to Fire Blast, it's not the end of the world, because I don't necessarily need Raikou at this point, because Mega Charizard Y is the only Pokemon that I really need Raikou for. As I am now going to go for the Volt Switch. Now what I should have done here is I should have gone for Thunderbolt. I don't know why I didn't Thunderbolt. It might have not exactly been my best possible play at that moment in time. Maybe I should have just gone for Thunderbolt. But either way, I'm going to Volt Switch out of my Garchomp as Death Fodder. So basically, I'm going to sack off my Garchomp. Garchomp is actually going to die to Heat Wave. Like, Mega Charizard Y is so powerful. Like, the fact that that Heat Wave actually killed me is actually pretty insane. As I'm now going to go directly into my Latios, and he cannot switch out because of Stealth Rocks, which means I'm gonna be able to easily knock out his Mega Charizard Y with Side Shock, because he has to stay in because of Stealth Rocks. As down goes Mega Charizard Y, so things are actually looking pretty good for me. As I'm pretty sure it's actually 5-5, or no, I think it's actually 5-4 to me, so I'm actually winning 5-4. As now in comes Klefki. Now I'm expecting either a Light Screen or Thunder Wave or Spikes. So I'm actually just gonna go to a Azumarill. As it goes to Thunder, it actually goes for Light Screen, which is fine. As now I am Choice Banded to Azumarill, which means I'm gonna be able to hit this thing really hard. This is a Sun Phase, which is really good. As he goes, my opponent's gonna go for Thunder Wave, probably hoping for the pair. As I'm going to go for the Choice Banded Waterfall, because I knew it would hit his entire team for decent damage, even the Venusaur. I didn't really care about Venusaur coming in, as Waterfall is gonna almost take out the Klefki. So the Klefki is going to go for a last-ditch effort Reflect, as my Waterfall is going to fortunately not get fully paired. My Azumarill is fortunately not going to get fully paired, as down goes Klefki, which is really good because Klefki was a threat to my team, as I am now winning 5-3. So in comes Venusaur, So I'm actually fine with Venusaur coming in. I don't really care about Venusaur. As I'm going to switch out my Azumarill. Is I'm going to go directly into Latios, expecting a Giga Drain or a Sludge Bomb. Now, I do have Roost in this Latios, which means I don't really care about damage that much. Or no, I don't have Roost. I have Earthquake, sorry. I don't have Roost, actually. But I think I thought I had Roost. Although I figured that Latios is a pretty safe switch in. As I'm not going for the side shock. Hopefully, I'm hoping that takes it out. Although I actually completely forget about the fact that there's a light screen up. So that there's a light screen up, meaning that my attacks won't do much damage. So yeah, side shock is not going to do anything at all. And now the thing is that during this battle, I actually completely forgot about the light screen, and I thought it was actually specially defensive, which is actually really surprising me. So I'm gonna drop a Draco on this man right now. As fortunately, I am able to connect with the Draco, as I'm gonna drop a Draco on this guy right now. As Gothitelle is gonna take a decent amount from that. And at this point, I'm like, oh no, that Draco Meteor did not do enough damage. I was hoping Draco Meteor would do a lot more damage. As he actually reveals his Trick Room. Now, at this point, I was like so surprised. I was like, what the heck? This is Trick Room? That's crazy. I did not expect that at all. Like, I did not expect Trick Room. That actually caught me way off guard. As my opponent is now going to spam Calm Mind at this point. As I'm basically going to drop another Draco. Hoping for the best. Now, I knew that nothing good would really happen here. And I was kind of screwed at this point. Like, there wasn't really much of a chance of anything good happening at this point, though. As my special attack is going to drop. Which is fine as... Actually, it's actually not fine, as I'm basically trying to kill myself off to the Life Orb so that I can get a free switch into my Mega Scizor. And basically, I have to hope that he doesn't have HP Fire. So, yeah. I'm going to go for the Side Shock here with my Latios. As it is going to hurt the Gothitelle here. So Side Shock is going to do a lot of damage to the Latios. So unfortunately my Latios is pretty useless here. So the light screen is going to wear off here. Which is pretty good. Because now that the light screen is gone, my attacks are going to be able to do more damage. So yeah, those screens are actually really helping out my opponent there. As I'm basically going to drop on the Draco Meteor. And after this point, I'm actually going to spam Side Shock after this. Because I figured that there was really no point. I'm not going to be able to do any damage to him. And this Gothitelle is not going to die. Period. And my opponent is boosting their special attack and special defense. They're extremely high at this point. So this point, I'm actually pretty afraid of the HP Fire at this point. And I'm kind of scared about that. So my opponent's going to go for another Calm Mind. As I'm basically going to go ahead and go for the Side Shock here. As my Latios is going to lose life throw damage, which is fine. As my Latios is actually going to die in 2 more turns. So basically, I'm going to use Side Shock. The Reflect is going to wear off. And the Twisted Dimensions are return to normal. I'm going to Side Shock here. As the Gothitelle is actually going to end up going for the Trick Room. Which kind of sucks, because now this Gothitelle is going to be able to outspeed my Scizor, which could be really bad if he has HP Fire. But the thing here is he actually reveals his 4th move here, as he goes to the rest. So now I know his entire moveset, which is basically Trick Room, Psychic / Side Shock. He hasn't revealed it yet, but I know he has one of those Calm Mind, so Calm Mind, Trick Room, Rest, and a Psychic type move. So now I know his entire moveset, as my Latios is going to die after the Life Orb. So the fact that my Latios was Life Orb and the fact that it was losing damage to Life Orb actually really helped me out. As I'm now going to be able to get a free switch into my Mega Scizor here. As I'm going to basically go into my Mega Scizor. As I'm going to be able to absolutely destroy this Gothitelle. There's no way Gothitelle is going to be able to live a Bug Bite from my Mega Scizor. As my opponent is going to stay in here. As I'm going to go for the Mega Evolution, Max Attack, Adamant Bug Bite. This thing is powerful. Mega Scizor is about to destroy this man right now. As I'm going to go for the Bug Bite, which is going to easily take out his Gothitelle. Now, the thing here is I'm still fearing his Venusaur to have HP Fire, which is why I'm actually going to switch out against his Venusaur in a second here. So brings a Venusaur here, and I'm going to switch out, because again, I am fearing the HP Fire, so I'm going to switch out into my Tornadus Therian. Because I am fearing the HP Fire, so I'm scanning for the HP Fire. As he goes to Giga Drain, so now I know he's not have HP Fire. As my opponent's Venusaur He's going to restore HP because of the Giga Drain and the Black Sludge, as we are actually going to see a Sleep Powder here, which is actually really good, because now that my Mega Scizor is not going to be able to put to sleep, and now that I know he does not have HP Fire, it's basically game. The game is actually going to end 3 turns from now. So basically, what's going to happen is the Twisted Dimensions are going to return to normal, as now all I have to do now is go into Scizor, go for SD, and win. So basically, that's going to be actually going to be a good game. See, I hope you enjoyed this game. Mega Scizor just ends up going for Bug Bite, which kills off the Venusaur, and then Ford just basically dies to Bullet Punch. So yeah, if you guys want to see more Wi-Fi battles, make sure to go ahead and make sure to go ahead and show your support for my Wi-Fi battles on this channel. And you can go ahead and suggest Pokemon that you want me to use in certain tiers if you want to. You can go ahead and do that if you want to. Although I'm probably just going to end up genning my own teams that I use in Pokemon Showdown. So yeah, basically, Ford just comes in, dies to Bullet Punch. Venusaur is definitely going to die to a Bug Bite, as that is going to be the game. So yeah, it's actually going to be a 4-0 in my favor against WOBBUFFAP. So yeah, it was a pretty good game. If you guys enjoyed today's Wi-Fi battle, make sure to go ahead and smash that like button, as I will see you guys next time.